Hello, welcome to another review. Today's review is going to be on a Corgi die-cast bus made by the original bus company. It's a 1/72 scale model bus. This is a new release. It came out last week, and it's not in the box, but I'll give you a clue to what it is by looking at the card here, which is a Right Eclipse 2. It's in the National Express livery of Dundee, and at the bottom there you can see that it's number 783 of 1200 produced. So on the front of the card, here it is, and it's a limited edition collector's card, limited to 1200 pieces, and it's in dual destination, and it's got a very famous Beano cartoon character on the side there, so well done to Corgi. The only thing, and you also get your collector's card inside as well if you want to become part of the club. So I'll pause the video and I'll bring the bus into shot. So welcome back, here it is in front of you, and it's a very not special bus, but it's a very nice bus, and it's obviously modelled quite nicely in the red and white livery with Dennis and Nasher stuck on the back of it there, and it's got a lot of branding on it. So without further ado, we'll go on to the review by starting off at the front of the vehicle. We'll get the camera to zoom in so we can pick up some of the detail on the bus. So yeah, there's the front of the bus. It's the new tooling version of this one, which models the LED lights on the front of the bus. It's on the Route 28 to Charleston via the city centre, and in top left there you've got Dennis and Nasher. You've got the wing mirrors, which are painted in yellow for high visibility, so that people don't bang their heads, or the bus driver doesn't bang into things, or other people don't bang into him, sorry, and knock them off. The route number is, the fleet number of the bus is 2043. You've got your National Express Dundee at the bottom there, along with the registration plate, which is SP61CTX. Sorry for the finger in the way. But I'll just show you, the windscreen wipers are not attached to the windscreen. They are, as you can see them moving there, they are a separate part. Which is a nice touch. They've done it on the East Lothians one as well, which is quite nice when they do that, because then it's not one solid piece of plastic you're looking at. So we'll turn the bus round to look at the door side of it, and I'll zoom back in again with the camera. And down this side you've got quite a lot of detail. Above the door you've got the Dennis and Nasher route, which is the Route 28 and 29. You've got your emergency signs on the doors to tell you in the event of emergency you push here to open them. Again, they've painted on the grip rails on the doors. You think they would probably by now be putting either plastic or metal ones on to try and make it look a bit more realistic, but I suppose it doesn't really matter because you don't see it too much. And it's got the parent and child and the disabled sign down there at the front bottom left of the picture. Again, you've got the destination blind on the side, 28 Charleston, the fleet number 2043, and along the top of the bus you have got where it goes to, connecting Douglas or Broth Road City Centre, Lockheed and Charleston, where this bus is going. The other one goes to Douglas, obviously. I probably will get that one, but I'll check to make sure the registration plates are the same, because I made the mistake with these Lothian ones and it's both the same fleet numbers, and the route numbers are the same as well. So you've got the National Express Dundee down the side, which says underneath it, I think it says, if you can pick it up, it says celebrating comic strip characters created in Dundee, which is quite nice. The seats inside this vehicle, if it will pick it up, are blue offset with grey floor and panels on the walls of the bus, and the seats are, as I say, they're a nice sort of blue colour, which I think is what they are on the real vehicle itself. You've got the address of the company for the head office as well down there. The wheels are quite nice with the silver and the silver against the black, which is quite a nice touch. And here he is, well, the two of them, Dennis and Nasher. Quite nice the way they've done this. Going back to the box, I thought they may have put something like this on the box. It might have made it more sort of collector's item. You know, like a Dennis the Menace and Nasher on the box, but that might have pushed the price up for it. So, but this is quite nice. It's unusual to see something like this in a bus, and it's quite nice. It's applied very clearly as well, and then you've got the Beano sign right at the back there as well, which is quite nice. So the rear of the vehicle, as you can see, it's like a slightly, we'll pick it up, I'll just put my finger in, pick it up. It's slightly curved at the back, whereas on the, I think the McGill's one I've got, which is the old style tooling of this, it's just flat at the back. This is more curved like the real bus. So across the back, again we've got the destination blind with 28, I'm just going to be a bit further. And you've got Dennis and Nasher, National Express and D, a big blob of paint. I think that's supposed to be telling you that the buses run every 7 to 8 minutes. Registration and the fleet number, accompanied by, down either side here, you've got your reverse lights, indicator, brake light. You've got some reflectors on the back, that there I think is a CCTV camera, registration plate. And this up here, which is a silver stripe, they could have painted it red because it's a brake light which comes on when the driver obviously taps his feet on the brakes. That would have been nice rather than just leaving it silver, but again I'm not bored. All this sort of detail certainly makes up for that. Down this side, the driver's side, exactly the same as the other side, apart from you don't have a door. Well, you do, your emergency exit there, but yeah, it's overall pretty nice bus. The roof detail, well in fact we'll go down here first to the cab. Basic cab, I'll tilt it so we can see in a little bit. I don't know if the light will pick it up. Pretty basic cab inside, not much detail in there, but it does the job. And you've got your signage down the sides there as well. The roof has got the nice air conditioning bits on top there. Underneath of this bus as well, there is sort of no detail underneath. I don't know if you can see it there. It just tells you that it's a Volvo and it's a Wright Eclipse. Yeah, so that's it really. Overall, I've waited a wee while for this bus to come out, and I'm pretty pleased that it has, because it's a nice model, and it's well worth the money, and I'd highly recommend, if you want to buy it, because it's one for the collection, and I say it's got Dennis and Nasher on it, so it gives it an extra wee bit of appeal as well. So if you've got any questions, or you'd like to ask any sort of anything really, just put them in the comments below. I'll do my best to get back to you. So thanks a lot and see you later.